Right, here at Benstead in Crookwell, catching up with Craig Judd. Hello, Juddy.
How are you, mate?
Very, very well. We're here to do I suppose a bit of a parade of your horses, a bit different. We're going to have some video overlays, some photo overlays. We've got a horse stand in the background, which we will touch on in a minute. But the sale's coming around very, very quickly, March 8 to 10, Warwick Farm. So it's in 8 days, the actual sale day. The horses will be there. Today is a Saturday. It's inspection day next week. So before you know it, it's going to be here, mate.
Yeah, looking forward to it too. It's been a bit of a drag. We did 4 weeks for the Queensland sales. They went really well for us. And then obviously we're doing 8 weeks with the Sydney sales, Sydney horses. So we're really looking forward to it. We love the sale weekend, but we're also looking forward to
getting through it.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Also the parade, which will be on the Friday night, you guys will be there. You'll get there Thursday, did you say before?
Yeah, we're going to be there setting up on the Thursday. The horses will be there Thursday mid-afternoon, so they'll be right for inspection by sort of lunchtime Friday.
Yeah, I think that's common. A lot of people are doing the same sort of thing, getting them there mid-afternoon. So, I'm watching this, wondering when to get there. You can get there Thursday. If it's the only day you can get there, you'll be able to see them. Yeah. But, from Friday, most horses are going to be available. And definitely Saturday, that's what it is. It's an inspection day. We want people to be there. But 100%. Anytime they can get there.
Yeah, look, we've traditionally got them there early and just got them settled and got ourselves set up before the horses got there. And then, of course, just allow the horses a day just to settle in. But, look, people want to come and look at them anytime, that'll be fine. We're about.
And that's the same for anyone. In the sale, that's the way they are. Right, we're not going to cover off on all the horses. There's a few that we won't, but we are going to highlight some of those. Some of the horses, I suppose, in your sale, you've got them down as A-graders. So some of the ones that pretty much sell themselves, we're not going to touch on. Kept in play.
Beautiful colt, Tall Dark Stranger, half brother to the filly that was the highest sale filly last year. So he's an absolute cracking colt. But then we've got the Miss Graceland colt. I think these guys, based on the numbers we're seeing on Facebook views and the likes, will look after themselves. He's a really nice horse. We've got the Wardam Bag Girl colt, who's an art major. He's outstanding. The mare she's a medium-sized mare, and she's tended to throw a little bit that way. The last colt, I know that Tonki's got quite a lot of opinion on, and I think his name's Wazza. And this guy's the best one the mare's had by a squillion mile, so he's a lovely colt. We've got the All That Glitters colt.
All That Glitters is gold.
Again. Yeah, All That Glitters is gold, which is obviously a half brother to Baby Bling and Bring It On. So
and a lot of others as well. It's not just those two horses. It's a great family.
Unbelievable family.
And there's actually a couple of horses in that family that had exceptional ability, had a few little issues as well. So it's just a great family. You've also got the sale record Australian yearling price, the Carlos Pixel out of Captain Treacherous. You've got the half brother by Bettor's Delight in the sale. How is he?
Yeah, he's a ripper. He's more what I expected a yearling out of Carlos Pixel to look like. So she was only a medium-sized mare. I've seen her in the flesh a couple of times myself. And this is a Bettor's Delight. So the guy last year for mine really surprised me. He was not what I expected Carlos Pixel to lead. He was quite a big, raw bone, big, powerful, big fella. This guy is a Bettor's Delight. Carlos Pixel is exactly what you'd expect him to look like. So, lovely natured fella, beautiful natural walking horse, and we're really pleased to have him.
No, he looks like the Bettor's Delight, deep girth, deep shoulder.
100%.
We'll throw to these videos. We're going to go through them, including the filly behind us. We'll highlight her in a second. Anyone wondering who that is, and we'll come back at the end, do a bit of a wrap and a few thank yous and the likes.
Good on you, mate. Thank you.
Right, Jodie, the first we're going to highlight today is lot number 23. This is a brown filly by Always Be Mickey out of Menage. Just a little update there with Always Be Mickey, now the sire of 166 winners here in Australia. He's doing an awesome job right now. Yeah,
and particularly with his fillies, seem to be doing a really good job.
Yeah, he is indeed. Beautiful family, this family here. The Sweet Lou, what are we going with? Youth? It'd be the unraced name 2-year-old. So that's the first foal out of the dam?
Yes, correct. And this being the second one. Out of also Menage herself's a full sister to Luminaire.
Yep, and Luminaire, 16 starts, 14 wins. Group 1 winner there, Australian 2-year-old pacing colt of the year. That's the Australian one because he won here in New South Wales.
Yep.
Great horse, cut down cruelly by injury, and I think they were even still trying at about a 7-year-old still to try and get him back because they knew how good a horse he actually was.
Well, and he didn't just win these races; he obliterated them. He was a super fast horse, and just sort of one of those ones that it was I thought in the video just really stood up and looked fantastic, but just out of a great American family. The people obviously imported the mare, and she left, Mercy left a horse that won $1.2 million and went 149. So I think it's one that, you know, the video is going to really show her off really well. And you know, she's going to be a mid-range type of filly, but she's 100% correct, great attitude, and she's out of a sports rider mare, and you know, we've had great success with sports rider mares.
Cool little stat, this one. I like
Yeah,
this.
well, you know, ones that have come off our farm alone, and there's plenty more, but JOK, Pat's Beach Storm, Captain Ravishing. You know, I know they're not by Always Be Mickey, but they're all out of sports rider mares. You know, we're of the opinion, you know, I've got great faith in what Dad does with his pedigree matching, and he just loves sports rider mares. We've got, you know, 3 or 4 nice mares that have only been sort of average race mares, but have just bred on.
It's an interesting one too. You don't try to highlight third dams too often because it is a little way back in the families, but Palone Ranger, More Mercy Blue Chip, and there was another one there, Rocketees, all out of that Western Ideal, that Rock and Roll Heaven, Rock and Roll Hanover line.
Yep.
This goes back to that through the sports rider, Birds Can Sing being a Rock and Roll Heaven Hanover mare, that same family. So it's a proven cross that does work with this family.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm a big believer, and you know, I've said this over and over, but attitude's everything. All our good race horses have had good attitude, and she's been fantastic to prepare, and one of those ones that really developed over a period of time, and I think, you know, she'll really catch someone's eye.
That's lot 23, the Always Be Mickey Brown filly out of Menage. Lot 36, Juddy, is the Captain Crunch Bay Colt out of the Betters Delight mare in Miss Hartley. And of course, Captain Crunch has hit the ground running with Ukraine. Super impressive winner down south of New Zealand the other day. But don't worry about that. There's some quality 2-year-olds down there, and he put them to the sword and went terrific for Bobby Butt. Really great inclusion to the sire ranks here in Australia.
I love him, absolutely love him. We've got an enormous amount of crunches on the farm. We have had right from day one, and I think they're great types, and I think people need to just stick with him because I think he's really going to do a job.
This was videoed sensational. You must be happy how he come up.
Yeah, he's a sort of medium-sized fella that's once again sort of just does his job, and he's certainly not one of those ones that just blows your socks off, but he did in the video.
Yep.
He really stepped up and covered ground and looked fantastic. So he's out of a Betters Delight mare. The second dam is an in-the-pocket mare, so we've got really good structure there. And Miss Hartley herself is a full sister to Vanquish that won 23 races, 316 grand, and went 149. So only the second foal out of the mare, and the first one was a filly that we sold in the Melbourne sale, I believe, for $30,000.
That is lot number 36, the Captain Crunch Bay Colt out of the Betters Delight mare in Miss Hartley. Of course, Captain Crunch in America, his debut season side, 33 individual winners, including Gem Quality, a 150 horse herself. So a lot of people will be checking this horse out, lot 36. Lot 47 is the American Ideal filly out of My Sweet Chili filly. What a fast filly she was. Set a best mark of 152 and 119 races, but she was a super fast filly, winner of 122,000 in stakes.
Yeah, Group 1 winning mare and a half sister to our Max Factor that won 580 grand. Horse that won 35 starts. What caught my eye, I thought she videoed well, but the third dam is the mother of Classical, which was the New Zealand 2-year-old filly of the year. So it's obviously based on My Sweet Chili filly herself being a really precocious 2-year-old. It's by American Ideal. Just looks an early up-and-going horse, so I just thought that she was one worth mention.
No, absolutely. She won the Bathurst. My Sweet Chili filly won the Bathurst Gold Tiara, which is going to be on our doorsteps very, very shortly, and also the Pink Bonnet, which at the time was a Group 3, but it's a time-honoured race. I don't think it matters what group status that race has. It's a time-honoured race. First foal out of a super fast horse. A lot of people will be aware of it. The Trittons might even be watching from America, and they might even put their hand up. Yep. That is lot number 47 by the ill-fated American Ideal out of My Sweet Chili filly. Lot number 62 now, Craig, for Matt Tuza. This is the Art Major filly, really thrown to the Art Major. Of course, that big, strong, robust type out of our Ultimate Abbey. This is the first foal out of her.
Yeah, absolute cracking filly. Like, she really is one that'll catch people's eye, videoed exceptionally well. So she's a half-sister, the mare herself, our Ultimate Abbey's a half-sister to the 21-win mare Whirly School that won 293,000. So, yeah, just a beautiful big mare, and she's out of that family that everyone will know of Make Mine Cullen, Supersonic Miss, Ideal Dan, Captain Hammerhead.
Captain Hammerhead's going around tonight. We're recording this on the Saturday. He's going around tonight, and he aimed at most of the good races. He won the Nutrient Sales Classic last year for the 3-year-olds at Bendigo. So, yeah, high quality horse. Current family. Had horses for a long, long time. Make Mine Cullen, unfortunately, probably goes back about 10 years.
Yeah.
But then you also have a horse like Captain Hammerhead, just a great family.
Yeah.
The Art Major Cross works. He's a sire now. I just look at them. 1,939 individual winners in Australia and New Zealand. He just does an awesome job, and this horse is really thrown to him. Good luck with Matty Tooser. Of course, the Tooser floats were involved last year donating the horse float. This is lot number 62, the Art Major out of our Ultimate Abbey. Lot 76 now, Craig, one of the trotters in the sale. This is by Father Patrick. Father Patrick, now the sire of 82 individual Australian and New Zealand winners, headed up well by Mufasa Metro, but High Energy New Zealand 2-year-old filly of the year, and Egret 3-year-old trotting filly of the year here in Australia. So he's just doing an outstanding job, Father Patrick. And this is how the Majestic Sun mare in Royal Treat, herself the dam of Royal Dan.
Yeah, there's a bit of a story behind Royal Treat herself. She... It says there that she has 3 foals, 3-year-old and over, but you'll see there the only actually live one, Paulie, is Royal Dan. So he goes around again tonight. He's a very nice horse. And the other 2, I think we lost one with Ross River Fever, and another one got bitten by a snake or something. I can't remember, but neither of them got to the yearling sales. They didn't even get to that age. So they're obviously registered, so they're on there as being live, but they never even made it to the age of 1. So she just had a horrific sort of start in the broodmare barn. So hence we shifted her up to the New South Wales farm, and we've been lucky enough to get this beautiful Father Patrick filly.
Because Royal Dan being by Orlando Vici, that horse will only get better and better as it goes along. Interesting thing on this horse, Craig, I mentioned there before, the New Zealand 2-year-old filly of the year and 3-year-old Australian filly of the year in Father Patrick. You start going through this dam, of course you've got La Cucaracha, but you also have Dance Craze, she was $500,000 in stakes, plus Mataderos, $200,000 in stakes. The Locomotive, of course, the Nutrient Sales graduate winner of the 2- and 3-year-old series for the trotters, and $350,000 in stakes. But just look at all those Australian or New Zealand trotters of the year. Great family, and this is a filly out of a sire that is just getting better and better each year. That is Father Patrick, out of the Majestic Sun mare in Royal Treat. This is lot number 76, a brown filly.
Yeah, fantastic. Thanks, mate.
Just ram it home. Lot 97 for Nixon Bloodstock is a brown colt by Better's Delight out of the Sunbeach Somewhere mare in Trinity Dreaming.
Yeah, Trinity Dreaming herself was won $43,000, and she's a half to the Group 1 winner, Our Femme Fatale, so she won 18 races. Nice mare in her own right, and I guess you don't have to look any further than the 3rd dam, which is the family of Vincent and Kept for Pleasure and the likes.
Yeah, no, champion family all the way down there, winners all the way through. Of course, I remiss of me, this is only the 2nd foal out of Trinity Dream, and the 2-year-old's been named, which is always a great sign when you're looking for horses. It's early in the season, so you don't expect them to have raced. And
you touched on it early, but it's a Better's Delight out of Sunbeach Somewhere, so I don't think there's been a better cross in Australian breeding for many, many years.
No, Better's Delight, now the sire of 2,370 winners, which is just amazing. Lot 121 is the Brown Colt, Bale Brown Colt by Pastor Stephen, a beautiful horse that I've had a bit to do with. Of course, he is a full brother to Father Patrick, out of the Yankee Glide mare in Argentine Tango. This is her first foal, a mare that Chris Alford actually raced.
Yeah, so Dad and Phil Wash, great mate of Dad's, they pedigree matched this horse and for their little journey over to America. So they purchased Argentine Tango itself as a yearling, brought her back out to Australia. She won a few races. She had some ability, and she's, as you mentioned, a Yankee Glide mare, which is, I believe she's the only Yankee Glide mare in Australia, and Yankee Glide himself is an absolute champion broodmare sire over in America. So full American blood, lovely type of horse, and as you mentioned, by Pastor Stephen.
Yep, absolutely. And you can see down there a little way, there's a couple of Conway halls that go terrific. Pastor Stephen being by Cantab Hall. So it's a cross that works. It already works with this family. Super exciting. Another of the trotters here for sale. This is lot number 121, the Pastor Stephen colt out of Argentine Tango. Lot 127 is the Captain Crunch filly out of Brazilian Rocker. We mentioned before about Captain Crunch and the start that he's already had here in Australia and New Zealand, having a impressive two-year-old winner down south in New Zealand just recently. Out of the Rock and Roll Heaven mare in Brazilian Rocker herself, she's only had two foals, one foal, 3-year-old and older, which is Samba Lady, and then Close Shave, the Bettor's Delight half to this horse here, has actually been named again. Another great sign in a horse that they name them.
Yeah, and just really well structured mare. The Heaven mares have done a great job. She's a half. The mother, the dam herself, Brazilian Rocker, is a half to Mr. Brazilian. He won 247,000, and it's the family of Louvre and Miss Hazel, Renaissance Man. Everyone knows the family, and I thought she videoed really, really well. So she's a nice medium size, very correct filly, and covered the ground beautifully in the videos.
10 foals. 3-year-old and older, 10 have raced, 10 winners, Miss Brazilian. So you're buying into a family that's just going to get better and better.
Yep.
With some updates there, with Benicio now 33 wins. This is a filly, great opportunity for Harshall. Buy one off Harshall Investments. This is a 127, the Captain Crunch out of the Rock and Roll Heaven mare, Brazilian Rocker. Lot 93, Craig, is the Down by the Seaside filly. It's a filly standing right behind us here at the minute, out of the Art Major mare in the Empress. And now, of course, Down by the Seaside just doing an amazing job. He's had 211 winners in America, 66 in Australia, but and New Zealand. Headed up by Artie by the Seaside, a filly, Group 1 winning filly, won the New Zealand Oaks last season, and also Coastal Babe, winner of $152,000, and just getting better and better. Both those fillies, both by Down by the Seaside. And this is an Art Major mare with a bit of a story.
Yeah, so she was one that we owned the dam of her, and we bred her to Art Major, took her to the sales. She was purchased by Mark Purdon, and she was a $105,000 purchase. Went over to New Zealand, just had enormous ability, won 4 races, 44 grand very quickly, and then unfortunately broke down, went astray. So we purchased her back because she was such a great type. We bought her back and bred her to Down by the Seaside. So obviously Dad pedigree matched her. She's an outstanding, she's as good as the type of filly as you'll ever see. And she, the dam, the Empress, is a half to our Action Man. That's won 16 races for Ricky Elchin and 125,000. And the second dam's a half to Eastern Alliance. It went 149 and won 482,000.
The second dam there, Eastern All Actions, only had 5 foals, 3-year-old and older. 4 of those raced, 3 of those are won, as you said, headed up by our Action Man. $105,000 purchase. Yep. You get the opportunity. As I said, Seaside's doing an awesome job, everywhere, but you're really starting to hit the ground running, especially with these big, strong fillies, like what she is as well. This is lot number 93, the Down by the Seaside filly out of the Empress. Right, Jody, so we are back. Thanks for going through those, give a bit of a different side of things, I suppose, different way that you can actually look at them. You can read a pedigree page, but there's different things that you can definitely look at it. And it's going to come around very, very quickly, March 8 to 10. I want to reiterate that 8th is parade night. Saturday's inspection, sale day Sunday, 11 a.m. Make sure you're registered with Nutrient Equine. Make sure you've got everything organised. There's no excuses not to. You've still got plenty of time. Most people have experienced it last year. It's a simple thing if you've done it last year, but make sure you contact the team and go from there. How are you guys going? Looking forward to it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, we're really, really pleased. And as I said earlier, it's been a lot of work. You know, as I said, went to Queensland, which was a job in itself, and then obviously we've had to prep up for this sale. So we've used the Better Vet products this year for the first time, and absolutely ecstatic with that result. We feed Prides and really appreciative of their support. But the Better Vet, I think people are going to see it in the videos for a start, and then in the flesh on the horses. There's just a darker texture, and they're just happy, healthy horses. So I'm really, really pleased with our relationship with those guys. And we like to try new things, and they came to us and spoke to us about their products, and we've done exactly to how they asked us to do it in terms of ratios and the likes, and we're ecstatic with the results.
You said you're going to get there Thursday afternoon, Friday, all day Friday, you'll be right for inspections.
100%, yep.
All the horses will be ready to go. heap of staff, plenty of people to thank behind the scenes there.
Absolutely. Look, we're blessed, to be honest. I've got my partner Becca has basically run the show. I just sort of sit in the background and deliberately try to dodge cleaning boxes. She, on the other hand, just does all the hard work and all the organisation, so we couldn't do it without her. My shit boy, young Harry, just a fantastic kid. Beck, someone had asked him if he wanted a job, and just a really jovial kid. He's just done a fantastic job, and I call him the shit boy, but in all reality, he's a fantastic young fella. He's a great worker and comes from a rural sort of background, so he understands the horses and the likes, and we've actually employed him doing a bit of work here. Lani Fuller's been with us full time for 13 or 14 months now, and she's been hands-on, working her 5-6 days a week, done a great job. And then I've been lucky enough to get Daniel Rao back into the fold, which most people around, particularly New South Wales, will know Daniel. Accomplished horseman in his own right, but he worked for us when we first came up here, went off, tried a few different things, and thankfully we got him back. So he'll be fantastic at the sales as well, because people know him. He's a really trustworthy, honest guy, and he's well liked, and people can come up and talk to him about the horses as much as they can themselves.
Absolutely. March 8 to 10, Nutrient Equine. Go to nutrienequine.com.au. Follow Ben Stud on all their socials as well. I've got the tablet in my hand, and it's intentional through the Thoroughworks app, where I've been able to keep up when we've been talking about these horses. Yep. Simple clicks of buttons, and it takes you to each of the horses, and you can see pedigrees and pages. You got a week to learn it. I'm telling you, download it. I've got it on my tablet, my phone, my Mac at home. You can put it across anything. There's so many things you can do as a buyer, as consigners. There's a different side to things that you can do as well to glean information. Everything is up to date. Any updates on the pedigree pages that Alan Parker does goes bang straight into these every Monday. So they win over the weekend, they go in on the Monday. Make sure you get in touch with thoroughworks.com, but just go to the App Store or Google Play, wherever you go to download your apps, download it, and it's so simple, shared across all of the devices.
Yeah, it's simple. Someone like myself have been...
And me. And everyone thinks I'm tech savvy. I'm not. But it is very simple.
It really is, and we've just got to have pictures and videos just gone up, and they've just, they've come up fantastic. I love it. I think it's brilliant. I'm learning more and more as I go. I've seen your interview that was put online last night, and a bit of a how to do and what other uses we've got as consigners and the likes, and it's brilliant. So I recommend that anyone jump on and give it a go.
And keep playing with it, because the more I play with it, the
more you learn.
The more it is.
Me a couple of things here again today, so that's great.
No, definitely. And if you're watching the sale live, if you're not there, we want people there. We want as many people there as there. The live results, the results will go up within minutes after each of the Jack said that they will be going up. Once he gets access to the exact who they are and who's purchased them, they will be going up on each lot. So if you want to keep an eye, so it'll be up there straight away.
Well, I love the transparency of that, Paulie.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's not as agents, it'll be who legitimately bought the horse, and we love that.
Yep. So nutrienequine.com.au, Ben Stud socials, thoroughworks.com. Jody, thank you very much. Anyone wondering why I've been smirking? Beck's been keeping this horse behind us attention every now and then. And I was trying not to laugh. There was one section I was nearly gone because she was doing some very strange things. So well done to Beck behind the
She often does strange things, Paulie.
Well, she said yes to you. So
I said yes to her, actually.
Jody, thank you.
Good on you, mate.
And we'll see you at the sales from Thursday.
Wonderful, mate. Thank you.